it's great because like you can actually get a good product that performs. You're not sacrificing on the performance, and
Mm.
it's good for the environment. It's good for the person installing it, and it will actually be good for the hip pocket.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for sitting down and having a chat with Early Mark and giving some insights into the industry to help improve the natural and built environment. Anthony, feedback from architects and designers is that sustainability is a real focus at the moment. And with that, Anthony, I have some questions and curious to get your opinions as an industry expert. Would that be all right, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sustainability is front and center of everything we do. If we can't continue on and use the resources, there is no future. So yeah, it's fundamental to everything we do.
Fantastic, mate. And couldn't agree more. So with that, let's get straight into it. And coating industries, I feel, may have had an image as perhaps not being very environmentally friendly and rather toxic. I'm curious what innovations are occurring or have occurred that is improving the sustainability and reducing the environmental impact of paints and coatings.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. You know, when you picture a paint manufacturer, you conjure up images of like, you know, smelly solvents and dumping chemical effluent into a river and all sorts of things. But it's certainly not like that. It might have been once upon a time, but no, there's probably four ways as, you know, manufacturers of paint coatings and protective coatings where we can really, you know, deliver a positive result, benefit. I mean, you know, we can formulate products that are low VOC, less solvent, you know, sourced from leaner and greener raw materials. We can improve our manufacturing. We can sort of reduce our carbon footprint and start using more renewables because it's quite energy intensive to manufacture the coatings. So we can use renewables. And you know what, really, if we can make a coating that lasts double the life, it means a massive saving. You're only, you know, really recoating, you know, twice the distance than what you would if you use something that's going to wear out or fade or break down really quick. So formulate a really good product. And lastly, products, you know, we you know, products and systems that you know won't kill the operator, you know, really sustain life, I guess. I mean, we talk about sustainability of the environment, but let's not forget sustainability of humanity and the people using the products. It is also part of the sustainability. Yeah.
Cool. Anthony, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'd love to know a little more, or some of those examples of innovations or positive change that's occurring that you've implemented at ANI.
Yeah, look, it's something that we take really seriously. I mean, with our epoxy flooring range as an example, generally you dig crude oil out of the ground and that's your base raw material, so it's a fossil fuel. So it's very high intensive energy to, you know, to get it out of the ground, and then the pollutants and the carbon footprint's huge. What we're moving to is a bio-based epoxy. So we're about 30 to 40% of the product can be sourced from a bio, which is basically recycled cooking oil.
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant, you know, the stuff that would normally get dumped. Yeah. So we get the carbon content out of that oil, so we don't need to dig it out of the ground. We're recycling. Also from mass, from the biofuel industry, we take the waste plant matter and we extract what we need out of that to make our epoxy. So that's pretty exciting. I'm really think that's a great move forward. There's products in our range that are called fluoropolymers, which basically will give you twice the life. So, you know, you can paint once every 40 years instead of painting every 20 years. That clearly even Blind Freddy would realise that's going to have a massive sustainability positive outcome. Also, the plant where we procure a lot of our raw materials for the bio-epoxy that I was talking about, it's in Germany. It's massively sustainable. It's reusing wastewater as part of the production. It's extracting the salt out of some seawater. It's got solar power. It's got wind energy. They're aiming for about 40% renewable energy, because you got to understand, making a coating or a manufacturing is quite, as I said, a lot of electricity. So where we cannot burn coal, it's obviously a big plus. Probably the last thing would be the where I said sustaining of life. We have a product called Vitrafane 650, which is an isocyanate-free polyurethane. That sounds like gobbledygook. What it basically means is it's got all the high performance of a polyurethane, but doesn't have the nasty, deadly isocyanate. So, that's what I was saying before. Sustainable to life, and that's actually a patented technology. So, but it's the way forward. I think others will follow.
Okay.
So there's a couple of interesting things that have been happening.
Wow. And with these changes or the improvements that you just mentioned, then as a result, does this mean higher costings for end users or for stakeholders?
Well, the bio-epoxies are neck and neck. There's no difference in manufacturing costs, and the raw materials are neck on neck. There might be 1% difference. It's totally negligible. So I would say no on the bio-epoxy flooring range, no impact. The fluoropolymers, which is the long life, will give you double the life on steel or on a facade. Whilst the initial cost is
that's a good point.
Probably a little bit more.
Yeah.
When I say a little bit more, it might be 15%. Within 10 to 15 years, the saving then is exponential. You have to recoat generally a steel structure every 25 years, less if it's in a corrosive environment, whereas the fluoropolymer can go 60 years. So, as I said, that's an actual long-term mass saving. And it's generally the the owner who will be most interested in that, or the asset manager. And with the isocyanate-free polyurethane, well, what price do you put on? Imagine the cost of someone going through the hospital system when they're sick, and all of the costs involved in that, and the insurance costs and loss of productivity.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a small amount of cost more that the product does cost slightly more, but it's negligible compared to what saving you get in health and actually in the economy through, not sticking them in a hospital and going for expensive treatment. And
damage to reputation as well in there. If it's your product, or if it's that's actually led to health risks and so forth. As I said, reputation's at stake, and then you look at that cost, moving forward. So, you have, in all risk mitigation, you try and eliminate the risk is the best. You can use PPE and protective equipment, which will protect you, but if you eliminate the risk completely, that's the best. So, Anthony, might be a bit of an obvious answer to my next question, but yourself, A&I, is the team excited about these new developments?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, it's cutting edge. It's not same that's been done for the last 30, 40 years. Like, forget who. Yeah, because if you want to get the same results, keep doing the same things. We want to get different and better results, so we've got to do different things. I forget the philosopher or person who said, if you expect different results doing the same thing. So it's exciting. It's fantastic. It's getting good take up by all stakeholders.
Excellent, isn't it? And I suppose, and part of that and what we're discussing with you, Anthony, the research and what you're putting into your products, these products are now available within Early Mark for designers and consultants to select for their projects. And Anthony, thanks for your time today, mate. It's been really informative. If you are watching this video and curious about any points that Anthony has raised, give him a call direct. Anthony, I'll give you a chance to plug and provide some information.
Well, my mobile number is probably the easiest way to get me, 0475 683 555. You can go to our website, www.aicoatings.com. And reach us there. But happy to help. It's looking forward to the future.
Awesome. That works great. And we'll also have Anthony and A&I's information within Early Mark Select as mentioned. So thank you for your time, Anthony. It's been a pleasure, mate.
Thank you, Michael. Take care. Cheers.